Among Us, a game everyone and their mother plays at this point. With just such a simple plot, it can be extremely fun, especially if you're the imposter, the bad guy, the guy who goes around killing people. Of course he's a bad guy. But is it possible the crewmates are actually the true murderers and the imposters are just trying to protect themselves? Is it possible the crewmates are actually more horrifying than the imposters themselves? To understand why the imposters are actually good and just trying to protect themselves, you need to first understand the true origins of the imposter. So we know for a fact from the Among Us creators Innerslock that the imposters are actually parasites, shape-shifting parasites to be specific. So we can confirm that the imposters are actually shape-shifting parasites, which has been told from the Among Us creators, but everything else apart from that is just a theory. A theory with so much evidence, it's pretty much undeniable. We can actually tell that imposters are from Polus because of the lab in the Polus map. This lab contains test tubes with this black looking substance, which we can infer are the parasites. So let's talk more about Polus itself as a whole. We know it's a cold environment because of all the snow lying around. We can tell it's a research center because of the lab. Wait, this sounds oddly familiar from a movie called The Thing, made in 2011, which was set in Antarctica, a cold environment at a research center. And they were investigating a parasite, a shape-shifting parasite. Not only that, but there are so many more references or similarities between Among Us and The Thing. Like how it kills its victim. It uses a tongue-like thing out of the center of the body to kill its victims, which is exactly like one of the ways the parasite in Among Us kills its victims. If that is not enough, they also have a direct reference to the movie, its entire name.
Is it still among us?
Also, it is pretty safe to assume the parasite from Among Us has the ability to copy people's minds and memories. After hearing all this evidence, it seems like the parasite from The Thing and Among Us are practically the same. But the original purpose of the entire mission was not even to look for the parasite. It was to find minerals, which also explains all the mining and research they're doing in Polus. So my theory is the parasites are actually somehow guarding this mineral, like in the movie The Avatar, where the natives are guarding their tree from the outside aliens, the humans who came into their planet to take their stuff. And guess who were the bad guys in the Avatar? We were. This means the crewmates are actually the imposters. The crewmates have came down to Polus. The crewmates have infiltrated their planet and are trying to suck all of their minerals out of it for their own benefit. So I'm guessing the parasites, for some or the other reason, are trying to protect these minerals. So the researchers, or as you would call them, the crewmates, are capturing these parasites, trying to kill them, but a couple of parasites escaped. We can confirm this because of the broken glass in the Polus map. This shows us a parasite actually escaped and shape-shifted into a crewmate. And I'm assuming the crewmate was an electrician. This would explain why they were able to hack into the system and sabotage it. This also explains why the crewmate always need to rewire, because the imposter or electrician has not been there to rewire the spaceship. He's the guy who knows everything about the ship, how exactly to deactivate or reactivate or close and sabotage the ship. So as a last attempt, the parasite is trying to kill all the crewmates so the crewmates don't spread the information about the parasite to the outside world, the Earth, where more members or more of the crewmates can get together and completely demolish the parasite species, just like that, in a snap of a finger. The entire race of these parasites would be gone. So you may be asking me, why are there 3 maps? Why could there possibly be 3 maps when it could just be taken in polus? My answer is that I think this is similar to the movie Clue, or I'm just watching too many movies, I don't know, but it's similar to the movie Clue. If you remember, the movie actually has 3 different endings, just like Among Us with 3 different maps. It's also a murder mystery, so I think the imposter, as the crewmates call it, has a couple of options. It could stay at polus and be with its parasite friends after killing all the crewmates, or it could go to the spaceship, which basically is sacrificing its life, where after killing all the crewmates it would just fake a crash landing and play it off like nothing ever happened at polus and there's nothing there. And the last option, probably the weirdest option, is go to Mira HQ. But why would the imposters possibly want to do this? Why would they possibly want to go to the crewmate's own home where they wouldn't have a chance of surviving? Unless Mira HQ isn't the crewmate's home, because in the Among Us website it says returning back to civilization, so I'm assuming that it's for all 3 of the maps, and this would include Mira HQ, so we can conclude based on evidence from the developers themselves that Mira HQ isn't their home. Then what is Mira HQ? My theory is that Mira HQ is just a laboratory, a research center, where they're trying to figure out what these minerals are. So this would explain why the parasite wants to come to Mira HQ. Maybe it wants to destroy all of their research so it would not trace anything back to polus. But remember, this is all just a theory and we are not sure if it's true, but with all this evidence that I've provided you with, you can decide for yourself if it's true or not. And I would like to hear some more of your theories in the comment section.